Hey everyone, Connor here. Today I'm going to lead you through a full body foam rolling sequence. You can use this as a warm up, as a cool down, as an active recovery between your workouts, or even on an off day. I'm a huge fan of foam rolling, I swear by it. I use it before every single workout, whether that be my HIIT style workouts or my running program, or even yoga. I absolutely love it. Some of the benefits include reducing soreness and inflammation in our muscles as we're getting more blood flow and oxygen to them. It improves mobility and flexibility so we can use our muscles to their full potential. It helps restore the elasticity in our fascia, which is the connective tissue in our muscles, which helps with fluidity and connected movements, which I talk about all the time. It can prevent injury, which is very important. It can boost performance as we're getting greater use of our muscles, and it's actually really relaxing. So this is going to be a full body rollout session, and let's get into it. Okay, we're going to start with some back rolls to wipe out any residual tension that we might have and get the blood flowing through our full body. So you can sit on top of your foam roller. I'm going to tuck my shirt in here and just slowly roll onto your back. And increase the movement as you go. You can get your arms above your head. Now my back certainly cracks a lot doing this. Yours might. It's okay if it doesn't. The main thing is we're rolling right through our back. And breathing and allowing the breath to come in here. Okay, now we're going to roll out our calves. So you're bringing the foam roller under one of your calves, sitting onto your hips up nice and straight, and we're just going to roll out that calf, making sure you're getting down to your Achilles. If you're a runner, this can be particularly a sore area. If you find any sore spots, making sure you're working through those. Now to add some tension and pressure here, you can bring your other leg on top, just for an increased stretch, and roll out. It adds some pressure to those muscles, allowing the blood to get back into the calves and the Achilles. Okay, and swapping legs. You can do this up for about 45 seconds per position. If the pressure was too much by having a leg on top, just bring your other foot down to the side, plant it, and rolling out. Using your arms as kind of a brace. So I'm going to bring my leg back on top for some added pressure. Okay, now we're going to sit back on our foam roller. I'm going to focus on our glutes. So sitting right at the top of our glute, we're going to start. Use one leg as a brace. I'm rolling out my left glute to begin. And just rolling down into that glute. We want it to be activating that glute muscle, as it is something that often gets neglected, particularly for my runners out there. If you're neglecting your glute muscle and not activating this before a workout or a run, we compensate with other parts of our leg and our muscles, and that creates soreness in our IT band, ACL. Even our piriformis can get tight and sore if we're not activating that glute. So we're really make sure we're rolling through that glute and activating that. Getting to the top of it as well, and then right down to where it connects to the hamstring. It's our power zone in our glutes. We can swap to the other side. Something that we don't activate enough as runners, and it's something that the good runners are the ones who can activate those glutes and power up, particularly when fatigue starts to creep in. So making sure you're getting to the bottom of that glute as well, where it connects to the hamstrings. Okay, now we're just going to come onto the front for a second, almost into all fours, and we're going to do the shins and Achilles through our lower leg. So you can bring both of your legs up onto the foam roller, onto your shins, and brace out in front. We want to dig our toes into the yoga mat behind, and then as you roll forward, pointing your toes, and then coming back and pressing into that crease, pressing through your hands to allow that crease to happen. If you have shin splints from running, or if you get lower leg soreness, if you have to wear orthotics, or from any impact workouts that you might get lower leg soreness in your Achilles and shins. So the Achilles stretch is focused when you're pressing your toes into the mat on the start position, and then you're getting into the shins and shin splint areas as you roll forward. This is a little bit more painful, this one, to breathe through it. It's good for you. Okay, coming back onto our back, and we're going to do the hamstrings, so putting it under one hamstring at a time, making sure we're getting right to the top of the hamstring where it connects to the glute, and rolling out right down. You can also rotate your foot out to the left, and then center, and then right. It's a large muscle group, the hamstring, all the different parts of it. We want to make sure we're really rolling that out successfully. You can do that for up to 45 seconds and then roll out the other side. Okay, we're going to come onto our side and we're going to do the IT band, which pretty much runs down the side of our leg. IT band ACL, which might hold a lot of residual soreness for our runners, but also for the agility exercises that I do in some of my HIIT workouts. These can get really sore. This is a painful one, so you want to make sure you're activating your breath, breathing through this, bracing with your hands in front and allowing the foam roller to do its work. Foam rolling can be a little bit painful on occasion. We also want to make sure we're not getting down onto the knee. We don't want to roll over the kneecap or too far down there. That can be dangerous. So avoiding that. Getting right to the top where it connects with our hip flexor. Right at the top here. The IT band, we want to lengthen and strengthen that IT band. Going on to the other side now. I find foam rolling relaxing. I know some people do find it just painful, but it is so useful and effective in activating our muscles, rolling out soreness. Lactic acid is really moved fast when you roll out your muscles like this. Okay, now we're coming onto our front again. We're going to roll out our quads. You can do these both at the same time. So lying on top of the foam roller, keeping our feet flat and just above the ground, making sure you're rolling right through the full length of your quad. It's a big, strong, powerful muscle, and we want to make sure that they're getting the attention that they deserve, particularly for any power exercises that they might be getting hammered on. For runners, if you're running inclines, quads can get sore. If you're playing a ball-based sport and you're kicking and you're powering up through your quads, that can be painful, so make sure you're rolling those out well. And then we're going to do the hip flexor. We're staying on our front. We just need to create a little bit of an angle to get into that hip flexor just on the outside here. So you might want to, I'm going to do this knee first so you can see. So you're going to bring one leg a little bit to the outside, and then the one you're rolling, I'm doing my right hip flexor. Get into that crease between the side of your leg and your pelvic front. When doing the hip flexors, you're also getting into piriformis and other muscles in there that the little pocket that you can feel the hip flexor, and there's mine there. So imagine it's between the side of your leg and when you're rolling the quad is where that little pocket, the hip flexor is, that allows for agility and movement. And okay, so swapping to the other side. I'm going to straighten my yoga mat up. Bracing with that leg. Okay, once you've done your hip flexor, we're going to do a little bit of upper body rolling out, so going into our lats, bringing your arm over the top of the foam roller and getting our lats under here, this area here. Oh, I had a big upper body workout myself yesterday as part of my HIIT, so my lats are sore. This is a painful one around your shoulder blades. We want to make sure that you're at least getting a few rolls in here just to roll out any excess tension that might be in there. Once you've done that, you can swap sides. Staying on our sides, we're going to roll out our shoulders. Just bringing your shoulder on the arm on the inside. Just rolling out your shoulder, making sure you're bracing as well as you can. Your legs, and one brace arm in front. You're doing kettlebell workouts, weights workouts, even wide push-ups, things like that, where you're using your shoulders and walking planks, all those type of exercises that I do in my workouts. I want to make sure that we are giving our shoulders a little bit of attention. Not going too high above coming into the clavicle, but just on the side of the shoulder, the power zone of the shoulder. Once you've done that, we've got one more. It is putting the foam roller under our neck and just allowing for a little bit of neck relief. Hands on the ground, vision to the sky. 3 deep breaths here, allowing your neck to sink into the foam roller. Okay, that is my full body foam rolling sequence. You can use that as a warm up, as a cool down, or as an active recovery between workouts to keep your muscles feeling good and ready to go. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below and subscribe, and there'll be more videos coming soon. Bye.